Hello guys, today I don't own a copy of this movie either, but I watched it recently and a lot of people may be like, how can you not see this? You see, I get this a lot where people are always like, because it seems like no matter how many movies I see, it always seems like people are always surprised I haven't seen certain movies. Cause I don't know, it's always like that. So this is one of those movies. It's Edward Scissorhands. I saw bits and pieces of it when I was young, but I didn't really watch it beginning to end till very recently, and I loved it so much. But I loved it a lot. But I feel like, and I know it's still a revered movie nowadays, but I do feel like that it deserves a bit of a spotlight here. Let's talk a little bit about it here. The movie was released in 1990. Almost 20 years. Actually, no, 30. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Almost 30 years ago. It's rated PG-13. Yeah, fits. It's about hour 45 long, and it was released on DVD in 2001. It's rated 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb with about 411,000-ish votes, and 74% on Metacritic with about 19 critics. Stars Johnny Depp, who was Pirates of the Caribbean, and lots of stuff. And Winona Ryder, who was in Heathers, and lots of stuff, too. It's directed by Tim Burton, of course, from one of my personal favorite movies, to Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and among a gajillion other things. Rotten Tomatoes, the movie has 90%, with about 58 critics, actually. Not a lot, actually. I'm kind of shocked. And looking back now. And 91% by audiences, about 52,000 audience people. And the critics' consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is that the first collaboration between Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, Edward Scissorhands is a magical modern fairy tale with gothic overtones and a sweet center. That's right, it is. It fits. It's actually available to stream on Hulu, but it's been on there for a while, so I recommend jumping on there before it leaves, because it can happen. And it's available to rent and buy on Fandango, PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, let's see, what was this? YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, and Vudu. Alright, now, I'm just going to say this up front right now. It's an awesome movie. First of all, over the last couple of years, I've become a huge Vincent Price fan, and he has a small role in this movie, and I love it to death. It's perfect. Let's start with acting. Acting's flawless. They have it's a great cast. They got great acting in it, especially Johnny Depp. I mean, it's definitely it's a big role, and it's a signature role, and it's something that he'll if that was one of the few big things he was in, it'll probably be his role if he wasn't in lots of other great stuff too. And yeah, lots of other things in it. The acting's just fantastic. The story is awesome. It is like true. It's a modern fairy tale, and that's amazing. It's great that we have stories like that represent the time we were alive. I mean, the Greeks had their Greek mythology. This is one of ours, which is awesome. Oh my god, the cinematography, it's like classic Tim Burton at his finest. You had the gothicness, you had one of my personal favorite is the clashes of 50s weirdy suburbia with the beautiful gothicness of old schoolness. It is just delicious to see and watch. It's like eye candy. The cinematography combined with the sets is just The tone of the film's fantastic too. It's very consistent. It's very well blended in. There's a lot of good humorous moments, but it is a little dark. And yeah, man, it's just so good. I think the one thing, new people who do watch it for the first time, some people might be a little bit, would be the ending. It kind of takes a page out of some classic stories that I did not expect it to take. But I kind of give it balls that it did, because it's a pretty bracy I don't know what's the word, abrasive move, or abrasive or whatever move to do what they did at the climax, to go that route with the story, to kind of give it more of a fairy tale edge to it, which makes sense with the tone they were trying to accomplish, which I thought was smart of them. Although I feel like lots of people wanted to go the other way, I kind of enjoyed that it didn't, because I felt like it would have been, I don't know, actually, this is one of those movies that it could have ended either way, and I would have been perfectly fine with, but I do give a lot of credit that it ended the way it did, though. But that's really the only thing. I mean, everything else in the movie's just, I don't see how anyone wouldn't like it unless Tim Burton's style isn't their style, which could happen. I mean, my mom, she's not a huge Tim Burton fan, but even she likes this movie a lot, which says something there. Which really says something how much this transcends beyond people who may not even be huge Tim Burton fans. Because Tim Burton does have a signature style to him that may not gel with everyone. But yeah, there's not really more I can say about it. It's too good of a movie to say so much on. And yeah, it's just, everything's great in it. It really is. The costumes, the sets, I mean, from top to bottom, it's just a flawless film, really. And the only thing that could deter people away from it is maybe just, it's not their flavor. And you can't really control that. But yeah, it's an awesome movie. I recommend checking it out. It's everywhere. The DVD's everywhere, so you shouldn't have trouble picking up a DVD copy at Walmart or Myers, or online even. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's an awesome movie. Check it out, and I recommend it. Yeah, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.